they don't deal in facts. It's just like their whole BS about the board's not transparent, right?
Yes.
Okay, what aren't you transparent about, Ken?
Yeah, so I mean, transparency is an important topic, but what they're doing is a joke, and it's a travesty. I can't tell you how many times I said to Scott Swindells and everywhere else, everybody else, tell me where I'm not transparent. What am I doing? Well, you know, you're not transparent. Really? Your answer to me not being transparent is I'm not transparent. Can you give me an example? Yeah, well, you're just not being transparent. I don't know, guys. You serve on the board, and you're all going to find out, and Nick, you know it firsthand today, is it's about as audited and must be transparent as humanly possible. Here's the difference. They get an answer they don't like, oh, you're not being transparent. No, you just got an answer and you don't happen to like the answer. Doesn't mean I'm not transparent.
Exactly.
You just don't like the truth of the matter. That's what it comes down to. This board has always been transparent. This district has always been transparent, and we're compelled and obligated to be transparent, and we always will. We have audit after audit after audit. It makes me nuts. Stop using buzzwords. The left just likes to use buzzwords.
They do.
And they like to say, oh, people get all excited. Oh, transparency, oh, they're not that. Yeah, that's really bad. Like, we're talking about music education. You know, what are you hearing about music education today that we're not being transparent on?
Well, from what I'm seeing online is that some parents are upset that there's been cuts to an academic teacher is being cut, so there's a few different programs because of that teacher missing that are being removed. So students who are musically inclined and in these amazing music programs the parents are angry that their children are missing out on these music programs. But they're not quite aware of everything that's really going on and how teachers have shifted around and someone retired, and people are stepping up to help out so these kids can have every program that they've had before.
Yeah, and it's interesting because here we are in an election season, and they're spinning the truth because it's an election season. The reality, as you pointed out, is this. A teacher retired. Guess what? They're allowed to do that unless that's suddenly illegal or immoral or not transparent and out too. He retired. His fellow music teachers got together, not under budget pressure, got together and said, we think there's a better way. We believe in our program. We think that our music program can go to the next level, and here's how we want to redo it. They themselves went to the district leadership. The administration said, here's our idea. Will you back us? And they said, yeah, if you believe in it, we'll back you 100%. So the truth of the matter, the transparency of the matter is a teacher retired like normally happens. His cohort stepped up, his peers stepped up and said, we have a better way. We want to make it that much better for our students in Souderton. And that's the truth of the matter. But if you spin it the other way, I guess it looks bad.
Right, and they say it looks bad on us, but honestly, administration does such a great job listening to the teachers to see what it is that they're finding what's needed. I know Dr. Verano will meet with the different groups of teachers to find out what works, and he is an advocate for them. And so if they're telling him that we can do this another way, that's what's going to be best.
Absolutely.
And he knows.
Another great example, sorry to cut you off, Nick, is exactly what happened the night that Bill was nominated to go on the board because Donna stepped down. Every single board member sat there and said the exact criteria that they used to make that decision at the meeting, in front of everyone, on camera. And then in the next breath, you've got people standing up there saying, we don't know how this decision was made. There was no transparency because these, like you said, these are the buzzwords they're bringing with them. Every single member said exactly what it wasn't the same criteria for each of them, but they said exactly what it was. Yet they're stuck in that lack of transparency and they have to say it.
Well, and in the previous meeting too, you had said, we're going to meet, we're going to discuss this, and things will come forward over the next meeting, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and the belief that there were secret meetings. I think Richard Detweiler said in the papers, where were the secret meetings? What were the secret meetings about? There was no secret meeting, Richard, or anybody else. It's ridiculous. Guess what? We followed the process. It's not our first rodeo.